For the record, state your name.
Gemma Robertson.
And your occupation?
Staff caretaker at the Delphian School.
The Delphian School. That's the religious boarding school outside Sheridan, Oregon?
Yes.
You were on shift the morning Miss Chelikis was found?
Title: The Report. Yamhill County Sheriff's Office. Interview room. A sterile room. Fluorescent lights hum softly. Detective Marshall, composed, methodical, flips through a case file. Across from him sits Gemma Robertson, anxious, hair still slightly damp. A recorder clicks on. Detective Marshall. For the record, state your name. Gemma Robertson. Detective Marshall. And your occupation? Gemma. Staff caretaker at the Delphian School. Marshall pauses briefly at the name. Detective Marshall. Delphi. That's a religious boarding school outside Sheridan, Oregon? Gemma nods. Detective Marshall. You were on shift the morning Ms. Kalikis was found? Gemma. Yes. Residential dorm. Earlier that day. Flashback. A quiet hallway. Sparse. Institutional. A door stands ajar. Inside, Gwen Chelke's 60s frail lies motionless on a bed. Her skin pale, subtle discoloration visible along her neck and jawline. Paramedics move quickly but exchange glances. This is already over. Interview room present. Marshall studies a photo. Detective Marshall. Gwen Kalikis. Chronic illness. Limited mobility. Gemma looks down. Gemma. She needed assistance with almost everything. Detective Marshall. And yet no one was with her. No answer. School grounds. Trash receptacle. Flashback. A deputy lifts the lid of a large outdoor trash bin behind the residence. Inside, a crumpled plastic bag. He carefully pulls it out with gloved hands. Another deputy leans in. Deputy bags out something on it. They exchange a look. Forensics lab, later, flashback. The plastic bag is laid out under bright light. A tech examines it closely. Forensic tech. Traces present, bodily fluids, and hair. Interview room, present. Marshall slides a photo of the bag across the table. Gemma stiffens. Detective Marshall. This was recovered from a trash receptacle behind the dormitory. Recognize it? Gemma. No. Academy, barn area. Flashback. Gemma. Earlier that morning, working. Dirt. Hey. Routine. Interview room. Present. Marshall flips a page. Detective Marshall. Witnesses say you left the area shortly before emergency services arrived. Gemma. I stepped out. Detective Marshall. When you were located, your hair was wet. Gemma hesitates. Detective Marshall. And you had changed clothes. Gemma. I was dirty from the barn earlier. Detective Marshall. So you showered. Gemma. Yes. Marshall leans forward slightly. Detective Marshall. Before or after Miss Kalikis was found? Silence. Dorm room. Flashback. Clothes on Gwen's face. A faint impression across her mouth. Neck discoloration more apparent now. The room is unnaturally still. Medical examiner's office. Flashback. A report is dictated. Medical examiner. Observed markings and discoloration around the head and neck region. Findings consistent with possible asphyxiation. The plastic bag sits in an evidence container nearby. Interview room. Present. Marshall closes the file slowly. Detective Marshall. The Delphian School. They have certain philosophies, don't they? Gemma says nothing. Detective Marshall. About strength. capability. About how those who can't function. He stops, letting it hang. Detective Marshall. Are better off dead than incapable. Gemma's eyes flicker. Academy. Common area. Flashback. Students sit in rigid silence as an instructor speaks. Instructor. You're here, so you're a Scientologist. Now we're going to make you into an expert auditor no matter what happens. We'd rather have you dead than incapable. A being who cannot act, cannot survive, and what cannot survive has no place. Interview room present. Marshall watches Gemma intently. Detective Marshall. Detective Marshall. Gwen Kalikis was sick, dependent, vulnerable. A long pause. The hum of the fluorescent lights grows louder. School grounds, sunset. The building stands isolated. Quiet, imposing. A place of order. A place of silence. Evidence room, night. The plastic bag sits sealed, labeled. Inside, faint strands of hair cling to its surface.